Hi, over the years, I've become very familiar with corporations and organizations that use databases to store data or information in. Recently, I've become aware of many corporations that store data in various files. And, and oftentimes, they have computer users or computer operators that use Notepad extensively to modify those files as required by the business rules. What I'm going to demonstrate now is a proposal that the computer users or computer operators use a customized application rather than Notepad in order to increase their efficiency and accuracy when processing data for the organization. This application I'm going to demonstrate is by no means set in stone. It's just something to spur discussion. Like, for example, if a computer operator would like to be able to do a certain thing from Notepad, then it's easily done uh, from within a custom application such as I'm going to demonstrate now. For example, oftentimes when the computer operators are required to modify a text file, I will go ahead and add some more simulated data, and I will click on Save, and I'll click on where I want to save the data. And I'll click Cancel just to demonstrate that the changes were not saved. And I will acknowledge that message box and say OK. And the Save button is still enabled, allowing me to save if I want to save it. I'll click Save again. And again, I'll click on the documents. And this time I'll click OK to save it. It says File Saved. And in this particular case, the client name is Client XYZ. It's Client XYZ. It's followed by a dash in the format of month, day, and year. 11/06/2015. You see on the lower right-hand side of the screen, this is November 6, 2015. So if I were to do this tomorrow, automatically this would have this date. The name of the file would be saved as Client XYZ 11/07/2015 if I do it tomorrow. But because I did it today and today's the 6th, the name of the saved file is Client XYZ-11/06/2015. I'll click OK to acknowledge the fact that I know it was saved. Now, the advantage here is that the computer users or operators will not have to go through continuously typing in saving the file using a specific naming convention. The naming convention, as long as it's consistent, the naming convention required by the organization can be programmed into the application, greatly increasing the accuracy and the efficiency and the number of files that the computer operator can process. You see I have two radio buttons on the right-hand side of the form, Client A, Client B. Because of my lack of imagination, I named each company, Client A and Client B. You can have multiple clients on one application can service multiple clients. If the computer operator selects the appropriate client that he or she is servicing, then the naming convention of the form will be modified based on the requirements for that particular client that is selected. So anything that I save will be, because I selected client A, any data that I modify will be saved with client A's name in it. And if that's a requirement, and it will also have the date in the correct format all of the time, if that is a requirement. Same with client B or client C or client D or however many clients the computer operator will be servicing with that particular machine. And there's another button that I've added here to demonstrate another possibility. If that particular file needs to be transmitted a certain way, like via FTP, or if they need access to a web service, then the application can have the necessary functionality easily added to it. It takes a very short period of time to do that. Although it's a client application, it can be webitized basically, and have web access in the background. At the click of a button, the computer operator can get access to the necessary resources that are on the web, as long as the infrastructure in the corporation will allow them access to that particular resource. Now click OK to acknowledge that. And this application is just to be served as food for thought. Any requirements, basically, if a computer operator or a computer user wish that Notepad could do a certain thing, a custom application that modifies text files just like Notepad can be created to give them the additional functionality and customizations that they need, such as I've already demonstrated here. When I save the information, instead of the computer operator having to type in the name of the file in a specific format, that specific format can be programmed into the logic in the application, saving time and increasing accuracy of the computer operator.